Threshold Tactics gives a special thanks to our sponsors.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Threshold Tactics, the channel where we record competitive battle reports. My name is Tom.
I'm Nick.
And today we're playing Battle for the Pass. Battle for the Pass is a mission with 4 objectives. Victory points are scored by each player from controlling objectives that are capped at a maximum of 6 per turn. The underdog can add 2 to the control scores of friendly non-hero units. Each player scores victory points at the end of each of their turns as follows. Score 1 victory point if you control the objective wholly within friendly territory. Score 2 victory points for each objective on the border of friendly territory that you control. Score 5 victory points if you control the objective wholly within enemy territory. You also score 4 victory points if you completed the battle tactic you chose to attempt this turn. Okay, Nick, that's the battle plan. Tell us what you brought.
Sure. Today I'm playing OBR in the Mortisan Council battle formation, and this is going to give my wizards a +1 to cast. In my general's regiment, I have Catacross, a MSU unit of Immortus Guards, a reinforced unit of Cavallos Death Riders, and a reinforced unit of Morghast Archive. In my second regiment, I have a Mortisan Soul Mason. He has the Helm of Tyranny, which is getting -2 to control scores, and he has Diversionary Tactics, which is -2 from charges. Additionally, in this regiment, I have the Tyrannic Cohort. My manifestation spell lore is the Forbidden Power. So Tom, that's my list. Tell me about yours.
Yeah, I brought the Maggotkin of Nurgle today. For my battle formation, I am playing the Plague Cyst because of all the mortals in my list. Furthermore, my general is Blobe, and he has brought a unit of 10 Putrid Blight Kings. Then I have a Rodbringer Sorcerer with a Lord of Blights and also 10 Putrid Blight Kings. And then I have the Lord of Afflictions and 4 Postcoil Blight Lords. My Lord of Blights is carrying both my enhancements, which are the Wither Stave and the Gift of Febrile Frenzy. For my manifestation lore, I have brought the Kronspine Incarnate. So Nick, you won the roll-off. You made yourself attacker, so you get to pick your honor guard.
I'm going to use the Mortis Guard as bodyguards for Catacross.
Perfect. I had more drops than you had, so I'm going to pick 2. My Lord of Blights is going to be a Field Sergeant, and my other unit of Blight Kings is going to be the bodyguard for Blobe.
Makes sense.
Perfect. So you were attacker, so you can decide who goes first.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you the first turn.
Okay, man. Good luck.
Yeah.
Start of my turn 1, I am going to be seizing the center.
Sure.
For my battle tactic, and let's try to get some place of power. So first my Rodbringer is going to try. Nope. Oof. And then the Blobe is going to try. Yes. My Rodbringer gets a 3, and he has a 5 aboard, so he will grab 3.
Awesome.
All right, for my first spell, the Rodbringer is going to try and cast Fleshy Abundance for the -1 to wound.
Sure.
And he gets it off with an 8.
I have you covered, so I'm going to try.
Yeah, it's going to be on the Blight Kings.
Yep, goes through.
Blobe is going to try the same on himself.
Sure.
He gets it with a 7.
I get it.
Nice. That's my hero phase. Nick, anything you want to do?
No, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to save my CP.
Okay, movement.
Yep.
I'm going to spend a command point to auto-run my Blight Kings. Yeah, that's my movement phase, Nick. Anything you want to do?
I don't think so.
We'll go into shooting, which is just him, but I'm not going to shoot the terrain piece.
Okay.
So, combat phase, I guess. The Blight Kings do 11 damage to the Nexus. Okay, very eventful turn.
Yeah.
I seized the center, almost killed your terrain piece. I got lucky there because it's 2 wounds remaining, and I kind of like it being there right now. So I got 1 point for my objective, 2 for these, and I got 4 for my center. So I get 7 points, and we'll go into OBR turn 1.
Yep. So for my battle tactic, I'm going to choose Take Their Land, and I'll pick that one in the corner.
Perfect.
I am not going to activate the Place of Power with Catacross. Anything for you?
Yes, I am going to activate Place of Power. I have to do it with my Rodbringer. He might die. That's a 5, so he gets it.
Sweet. I'm going to use the Nexus, and I'm going to try and half his movement.
Okay.
On a 4-up. Nope. Soul Mason is going to try and empower the weapons for the riders. Give him +1, so that's 12.
That's an 11.
Okay, so that goes off.
I'm all for empowering people, though.
Oh, I know. Reach your truth. So then the Soul Mason is going to try and cast the bridge. That goes off on a 7.
And I do it with an 8.
Okay. Catacross is going to use CP for the Supreme Leader buff, and I'm going to put that on the Archive, the Death Riders, and also the Immortus Guard.
I'm going to magically intervene, and I'm going to try and make this unit -1 to wound as well.
Okay.
+1, -1 is 7.
Nope. It's all yours.
Perfect. That's it for my hero phase.
Okay, then we'll go into movement phase. Catacross is going to issue Unstoppable Advance. Okay, so that's the end of my movement phase, Tom. Anything for you to do?
Yeah, I think I'm only going to need 1 more command point. I am going to try a redeploy with this unit of Vikings for 6. That's it for my movement.
Any shooting you want to do?
No.
All right, then we'll go into the charge phase. Catacross is going to issue Coordinated Charge, which is going to give +1 charge to the Capos Death Riders. So let's start with them. That's a 8 now. Okay, and then I'm going to roll for the Archive just to see what happens. It's not enough?
No.
So then the Capitalist Riders are going to do their charge for 2 mortal wounds.
Take 1.
All right. So you don't have enough CP for a counter charge.
Nope.
So then we're going into the combat phase. Catacross issues Impenetrable Ranks. I will spend a CP for all-out attack. The Death Riders do 3 damage to the Blight Kings.
The first unit of Blight Kings does 3 damage to the Death Riders and takes off the Nexus. The second unit of Blight Kings deals 9 damage to the Cavalous Death Riders. Okay, that was the combat phase, Nick. I'm going to make this unit diseased.
Yep.
So let's see if I do any damage. Diseased deals 2 mortal wounds to the Death Riders. That was the turn.
Yes! Wasn't ready to commit the Archive just yet. Wanted to try and pin and slow you down a little bit and buy some time here. I was able to score my battle tactic, and I hold 1 flank objective in my home, so I will score the same 7 points.
So let's roll off and see who gets to decide. It's a 4.
It's a 1.
I thought about it long and hard because there's merit to both choices here.
Sure.
So I'm going to take the turn, and we'll be going into Maggotkin of Nurgle turn 2. So for my battle tactic, I'm going to pick Do Not Waver.
Sure.
I'm going to try and get the Place of Power with my Blobe. When I do, I'm also going to try it with my Rodbringer Sorcerer. Sure. Also gets it. That's my start of my hero phase. Are you going to use your Place of Power?
No.
Okay. I would like to try and get the +1 to wound spell from Blobe. That's an 8 with +1.
Try to unbind it?
Yeah.
That is an 8.
Also an 8, so I get it. I'm going to try and put down the Kronspine Incarnate with the Rodbringer Sorcerer, and I get it with an 8.
Nope, it's all yours.
Nice. So that's it for my hero phase, Nick. Anything you want to do?
I'm going to spend 1 CP with the Soul Mason to try and cast Soul Guide onto the Cavalous Death Riders. That's it at 11.
I cannot.
Okay.
Okay, movement phase?
Yes.
That's my interesting movement phase.
Yeah.
Anything for you?
Nope, nothing for me.
Okay. Let's do some shooting.
Sure.
With Blobe.
I will spend a CP for all defense.
Bile deals 2 damage to the Cavalous Death Riders. I don't think you have any shooting, Nick.
I do not.
So let's go into charging.
Sure.
So my flies with a 5. I'm going to roll for the Kronspine.
Sure. There it is.
No, I'm not going to charge in.
Okay.
Combat phase abilities, actually. Blobe is going to try and hit you with the flies. He does not.
Okay. Soul Mason is going to issue Impenetrable Ranks. The Cavalos do 4 damage to the Blight Kings.
The Blight Lords deal 7 damage.
I'm going to spend a CP for all defense.
Blight Kings do 1 damage to Death Riders. I'm going to spend a command point for all out attack. The other unit of Blight Kings deals 7 damage to the Cavalous Death Riders. Okay, Nick, end of turn. Let's see if I can do some mortals with my disease. 2 mortal wounds.
Okay, 5 up ward. I take 1.
Yeah, so 1 more mortal wound to the Death Riders from Diseased. And that's the turn. You took them out of combat, so no disease here or fighting back. I did get Do Not Waver as my battle tactic, so I'm going to score another 7 here. Would have liked them dead. Flies here did okay, but you rolled insane on the saves here as well.
Yeah.
So not as much damage to certain as I would have liked. But my buffs are up again, debuffs are up again. I got my Kron Spine out. I rolled a 9-inch shard, but I decided not to go in because you had fight first here, and I kind of wanted to go for here first. So they probably would have taken me out, and now it's a nice screen and another piece I can do something with.
Sure.
So with that, we can go into OBR turn 2.
For my battle tactic, I'm going to choose Take the Flanks. And I'm going to try and activate the Place of Power. Yes.
Perfect. I'm going to do the same with Blow Up.
Sure.
Yep.
The Soul Mason is going to try and cast the Bridge with +1. That's a 8.
A 9. I do.
All right. The Soul Mason is going to put Drained Vitality on this unit of Vikings for 13.
You can have it.
All right. Thank you. That's him. And then Catacross is going to try and banish the Kronspine.
No, he doesn't.
No, he does not. Okay. That's the end of my hero phase. Anything for you to do?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Then into the movement phase. Catacross issues Unstoppable Advance. I will spend a CP for auto run on the Soul Mason. Okay, Tom, so that's my movement phase. Anything for you to do?
No, I'm good.
Okay, shooting. Anything
Nope.
for you? Okay, charge phase. I'm not going to issue any charges. Anything for you?
Yeah, I got 3 command points. I'm just going to try to counter charge here because
Sure.
I think I only need all the defense. That's a 9. I just don't make the charge.
Then let's do this thing. So I'm going to issue Bludgeon.
I'm going to issue all the defense on my unit of Vikings.
The Archive do 8 damage to the Blight Kings and destroy the tree.
The Blight Kings take out the Caval's Death Riders. The Blight Kings deal 2 damage to the Morghast.
Okay, so that was combat.
I'm going to make you a little bit sick. Nothing.
Alrighty. So overall, went the way we anticipated it to go. Really lucked out on you not hitting the charge. Pretty crappy roll, actually, for the hits on these guys. Missed a lot, which was unfortunate.
I did return the favor, and I got tagged on both sides, obviously, so I got strung out thin.
Yeah.
So I lost 2 more Blight Kings than I should have.
And then also the Drain Vitality with the -1
Yeah,
to hit was
helped.
also very helpful. So after that, I will get my battle tactic, and I will hold 1 flank in my home for another 7 points.
Yeah, and we got to roll off.
Sure do.
Team USA, Nick.
Let's
Let's
do
see
it.
if they betray you. That's a 2.
That's a
They
4.
don't.
Yeah, so Tom winning the roll-off, I think I am actually going to go ahead and take the turn. So we're going to OBR turn 3.
Yes.
Obviously no battle tactic. I'm out of range for the Place of Power, so anything for you to do?
Yeah, I'm going to try with Blow. And I do.
I'm going to spend 1 CP for Catacross on Supreme Leader, and I'm going to pick himself, the Immortus Guard, and the Archive. I am going to try and cast Bridge with the Soul Mason. That is a 10.
And I don't.
Okay. I will try and go for the Horrorghast. Yep. Anything for you to do?
Yes, I'm going to spend a command point and have Blow cast Cloying Quagmire. That's a 9. Oh. Yeah, so it's going to go on them.
Okay, then we go into the movement phase.
Yes.
Catacross is going to issue Reform Ranks. Yes, that's my movement phase. Anything for you to do?
I am going to redeploy my Blight Kings.
Okay.
For 1, of course.
Nice. Any shooting for you?
No.
Okay.
You're too far.
Then we'll go into charging. Catacross is going to issue Coordinated Charge, which will give me +1 to the charge. So let's start with the Immortus Guard. That's a 7.
That's enough then.
Then Catacross is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 9. I'm going to roll for the Archive.
Yeah.
10. Anything you want to countercharge.
Okay, I'm going to keep my command points for
Yeah. So then in the combat phase, Catacross is going to issue Impenetrable Ranks. I'm going to spend a CP for all out attack. The Archive kill the Lord of Afflictions and do 4 damage to the Kronspine.
The Blight Kings do 4 damage to the Immortus Guard.
The Immortus Guard do 0 damage to the Blight Kings.
The Kronspine deals 6 damage to the Morghast Archive. So Disease deals 2 mortal wounds to the Immortus Guard.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah.
Kind of did what I wanted. I didn't quite get Catacross in. It was a big charge.
I think the spell helped.
Yeah, that
in the
slowed
end.
me down,
Yeah.
cut my space to get in, so
Yeah.
that was a bit of a bummer. And then for scoring, I have no battle tactic,
Yeah.
but I did take yours, and I have mine for
Yeah.
6 points.
Perfect.
We'll go into Maggotkin, turn 3.
Yep. My battle tactic is going to be slay the entourage on these Immortus Guard. I'm going to try the Rodbringer again. Oh, do I get 3? I get 2, so he doesn't die. And then Blobe.
Ooh, hello.
For 1. Wow. So my first cast is going to try to be Fleshy Abundance, the -1 to wound spell.
Sure.
That's a 12. And then Blobe is also going to try to do that on the other unit. That's 5. So that doesn't go off because I need a 7. I'm going to keep my command points. Anything you want to do?
Nope, I'm going to do the same.
Okay, perfect. So movement phase.
Yep.
That's my movement phase, Nick. Anything you want to do?
No.
Shooting.
I will spend a CP for all defense.
Blobe deals 3 damage in shooting. Charging. These Bladekings are going to go first. 6. Flies. That's a 6 as well. And then Blobe. 6 I can only roll 6s to charge. Great.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's all my charges, Nick. Anything you want to do?
I don't have any CP to countercharge.
That's true.
Yeah.
So let's go for the combat phase abilities of
Yep.
Blobe. 4 up. No. And they're probably too far away.
Yep.
That's all my rampages and stuff.
Yep. Catacross is going to issue impenetrable ranks for the Immortus Guard.
Makes sense.
Spend a CP for all defense.
I am going to spend a command point for all of attack here. Postcoil Blight Lords deal 3 damage to the Morghasts.
The Archive kill the Kronspine.
Blight Kings deal 2 damage to the Immortus Guard.
The Immortus do 0 damage to the Blight King.
The Blight Kings take out the Immortus Guard and Disease Catacross. Blobe deals 1 damage to the Morghasts. Okay, Nick, then end of the turn.
Yep.
He is going to spend I'm going to spend my last command point to get him the hell out of there. 1 mortal wound.
Take it.
Nice. And then my disease,
Yep.
I will move him in a bit, but my disease on them will be nothing, and Catacross will take 2. That's a turn. Barely killed your Immortus Guard. That's it for my turn, though. I did get my battle tactic. I take this back from you.
Yes.
And I have this, so I'm scoring 7 points this turn again.
Yeah.
And we'll be rolling off for round 4.
Yeah.
Party at the all points, a 5.
2. Yeah, of course.
I W here.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, definitely. No battle tactic, but I'm going to take so much off. So I'm going to go into Nurgle turn 4.
Sure.
Blobe is going to try and get the place of power. He gets it, but barely. I'm going to blow up my own Rodbringer Sorcerer. I don't.
Yeah.
So no battle tactic for me. I'm going to go for the -1 to wound spell. Get it off on an 8.
And unbind it.
Yep.
It's 10.
Nice. The Rodbringer Sorcerer is going to try and put down the Kronspine again. 7? So Nick, anything you want to do?
No, I'm good.
Perfect. So let's go to the movement phase.
Sure. I'm going to spend a CP to redeploy the cohort.
Nice.
That's what we like.
Shooting.
I'll spend 1 CP for all defense.
Blobe does no damage in shooting. So that's all my shooting. Let's go into charging.
Yep.
Blobe. Blight King unit number 1 to 6. And then this unit. 8. Those are all my charges. I'm going to assume you won't charge because you can't.
I will issue counter strike with Catacross.
Blobe is going to try and see if I can give you a mortal wound and -1 to hit. I would like the mortal wound here
I'm sure
because
you
it
would.
kills another one. Yes. Blobe does 1 mortal wound with this rampage and kills off a Morghast. Command point for all out attack on the big unit of Blight Kings.
Command point for all defense.
The Blight Kings deal 1 damage to Catacross.
The Archive does 2 damage to the flies.
The other unit of Blight Kings also deal 1 damage to Catacross. I'm going to spend a command point for all of defense.
Catacross does 7 damage to the Blight Kings.
Blobe deals 2 damage to the Morghast. The Puscoil Blight Lords deal 3 damage to the Morghast. Okay, Nick, that's the end of the turn. I'm going to spend 1 of my command points here to get out and tag this objective.
Sure.
So the disease takes out the Morghast, and then let's see if I can do some damage to Catacross. I cannot.
All right.
Got 5 points here. Wasn't able to get on this, unfortunately. But I made sure that you're not going to get on my home objective anymore, basically.
No, for sure not.
So hopefully this locks down the game. That's my turn. We'll go into OBR turn 4.
Yep. So for my battle tactic, I'm going to choose Do Not Waver. Catacross is going to spend 1 CP for Supreme Leader on himself and also the Soul Mason because he's in range, so why not? I'm going to try for the Horrorghast. That's an 11.
Can I roll double 6? No, double 1 I can.
Alrighty.
Oh, place power, sorry. Nope, he's going to die. Oh, he's definitely going to die.
That changes my
3
battle.
5s. No.
I guess I'm going to try and cast Shard Storm onto this unit of Blight King. That's a 13.
Nice. I think I'll give you that.
Yeah, so for every 5 up is a mortal wound. Shard Storm does 1 mortal wound to the Blight King. Then anything for you to do?
So I'm not going to do anything.
Okay, then we'll go into the movement phase. So that's my movement phase. Anything you want to do?
I'll try to redeploy.
Sure.
My last command point. That's a 2.
All right. Then shooting phase. Horrorghast does 1 damage to the Blight King. Any shooting for you to do?
I have no command points.
Okay, good. Then we'll go to the charge phase.
Yes.
I'm going to charge with the Tyrannic.
Do you have
cohort.
command points?
I do.
You have 1 more?
1, yeah.
Okay, you need a 6 though.
That ain't it. I'll spend my CP to re-roll it. That's an 8. And bring them on in. Catacross is issuing impenetrable ranks.
Then my Blight King is going to try and see if he can do mortal wounds to your unit because you charged for 3 mortal wounds.
That's 1. Cohort do 2 damage to the Lord of Blight.
Blight Kings deal 1 damage to Catacross.
Catacross does 8 damage to the Blight Kings.
The Lone Blight King deals no damage to Catacross. The Lord of Blights deals 5 damage to the Tyrannic cohort.
All right.
End of turn, they will get some disease.
Sure.
So let's see if I can do some damage.
Yep.
Maybe here for nothing. 3 would have been nice actually.
Yeah,
here.
that would have ruined my battle tactic.
Catacross then, take 2.
Yeah.
And the small dude will take nothing.
Okay, Catacross takes 2. So, made the most of what I've got left. So we're slowly making our way through these
Very
Blight Kings, but I was able to snag a battle tactic and take that objective back. So keeping me at the same kind of level of scoring. So I will score 7 for this round for the flank, my home, and my battle tactic.
Yeah, yeah.
Then we've got a roll off.
To turn 5. That's a 1.
Okay, so after winning that, we talked about it, like the max points I'm going to score is if I actually take the double. So we're just going to blow through this turn and see if the dice go my way. So I'm going to try and cast Lauchon. Goes off on a 9.
I stop it with a 10.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to try and go for Soul Guide. That's an 11.
That's a 10. Okay.
Catacross will spend a CP to give them, for the Bonereaper Legions, to give +1 save, +1 save, +1 save to everything left. I think that's it. Then we will go into the movement phase.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my movement phase. Anything that you want to do?
I'm going to spend a command point and redeploy my flies.
Sure.
For 5. And
Okay.
that's it for my movement phase.
Then we'll go into shooting. The Horrorghast is 3 damage to the Lord of Blight. Any shooting for you?
No, I'm too far.
Okay, then charging. I'll see for the Horrorghast. Horrorghast is 11.
11?
Yeah, that's enough.
You want to get him in here?
Yeah, why not? Any counter charges for you?
No, I'm good.
Okay, then we'll go into combat. Catacross is going to issue the +1 to wound.
He's going to try and see if he can do some mortals. For 2.
I'll spend a CP for all-out attack. Tyrannic Court does 0 damage to Lord of Blights. Lord of Blight does 3 damage to Horrorghast.
I will spend a command point for all defense on the Blight Kings.
Catacross does 3 damage to the Blight Kings.
The Blight King deals no damage to the Soul Mason.
Soul Mason does 0 damage to the Blight Kings.
The Blight Kings take off the Horrorghast and deal 1 damage to Catacross.
All right, that is it. Mission accomplished. We held you in place, and we got my 3 points.
Disease still, though.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see if I can kill him. I can.
You killed him.
Disease kills him.
Yep.
Catacross will get 2 again, like every turn. The Soul Mason will take 1. No, nothing. Sorry.
All right, so again, kept that one. Still hanging on here, so I'll get my 3 points, and then we'll go to Maggotkin, turn 5.
Okay, Nick. So, well, we just measured some stuff, and we will not bore you with it. But in the end, I can auto-run my flies and move blob and everything, pile everything onto this terrain piece. And even with the lowering of his own control score, I will grab this terrain piece. So I will, and he will go here, and I will have 2, 4, 5 plus 4 is 9 points.
Yes.
For my turn.
So we'll bring us to 35 for you and 30 for me, so a 5-point difference.
Yeah.
Great game.
Good game, man. Well, it was closer than I expected when we were into like turn 3.
Yeah.
Because I had everything tied up, but the stupid cohort kept doing the thing. Yeah, so that was good. My attacks were terrible, but you know, it's just so many wounds. It's the 5 of ward, so I can stay in the fight even if I roll bad because I can just grind through it.
And it was really hard to do any slap back on you because you had a lot of debuffs as well. As much as I was like still around the 2s and 3s, it was effective. And then so lifting the Blight Kings was pretty difficult. And then, I really just relied on things like this. So just creating barriers or trying to pin you as long as possible and slow it down. I did like moving over here, but maybe to do it again, maybe it is trying to double down and clear out a unit of Blight Kings, and maybe that makes a bit of a difference.
I had like 2 units. Only one I blew up myself.
Yeah.
And the Lord of Afflictions.
Yeah.
That says a lot about the durability because OBR has the output to table someone, and I still have like this Blight King over here was part from a unit that's been in combat for I think 4 or 5 turns.
Yeah, crazy.
So yeah, insane. But yeah, great game. I think Nurgle is super strong even after the scroll.
Definitely.
Same goes up, I think, for OBR. But in this game, I was just able to grind it out basically.
Yeah, for sure.
For people watching, we have a team tournament on September 20th and 21st. Big Team GT, 6-person teams for AOS. We will also have a 40k side event, which will be a singles event. Keep a close eye on our website. Actually, when this video is out, the tickets might already be for sale. So thresholdtactics.com. We'll hope to see you at our event. And of course, in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe because we really like it when you do that. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.